Shalom. First and foremost, call Halayim La.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash.
Double honor to the apostles. And shout out to your brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. All right, man. Lord willing, quick exhortation. Not just to younger men, even though that's through the spirit. That's how Spark was talking to a younger brother, my son. Because, just exhorting him. The water. Exhort. Yeah, that's the point. Exhort him, just letting it be known about the importance of us being in this thing, the heavy responsibility we have, man, to be in this thing, to eat this role. Okay, if I can get Ezekiel 3, gotcha. To eat this role, man, to teach and to learn to become leaders and leaders to our nation, man. And that comes with it comes with a lot of sacrifice. The reason we get in heaven to this thing is for our own salvation, yes, but also we out here to save others, man. We truly believe that. We believe this word is the way. So we got to get into this word, man. Get into it so we can teach it, so we can live it, so we can preach it, man. And that comes with great sacrifice. All right? Not just the sacrifice of going to the line or going to class or doing this necessary task, but being into this thing, man, desiring the breakdowns, desiring this honey, desiring this wisdom, desiring this discipline and correction too, because it would be an example, of course, by teaching these things, having this doctrine, this wisdom to break it down, but also to live it. We learn in America in this flesh how to be niggas. So we got to change that, man. Now it's a balance of things. All right. The Lord allows folly, man. He tells us, really to stay balanced. He tells us don't eat too much honey. Mm-hmm. He tells us don't be over righteous. So we still got to do shit. He ain't building up just some robot stiffies. Nah, we all got our own personalities and such, but this is our focus. This is where our mind is at. Who have known the mind of Yahweh? Well, we have the mind of Yahweh Shai. It says the spiritual man judges all things, which means what? Everything a spiritual man is looking at, he's looking at it spiritually. Mm-hmm. Okay? You just make a point, brother?
Like you were saying, we ain't just in it for ourselves, it's for the body. One part of the body can't do all the operations that the other parts of the body can do. So we all help each other to what? To be one great, glorious body. And one thing I thought about, like the brother said, you got to desire it, to, being built up, being rooted. Well, that goes with us exhorting each other, building each other up. And one thing I thought about, it's a movie Mummy, right? And as he was getting all 5 cases back, his flesh came back, his skin came back, and then he eventually came back to his full power. Now, you look at that on the right-hand side as far as the body of Hamashiach, in Ezekiel 37, because that's indeed who we are, we're growing into that perfect temple, that perfect building, man.
I got you.
All right?
This is, because that's what the scriptures say. Finish your point, I'm getting it.
No, that was it.
Okay, perfect. Then this is, what the hell? Shalakia.
Let me make sure we sound good too.
Count the water too. This is Ephesians 4 and 12. Ooh, man. This is Ephesians 4 and 11. And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers. It's talking about the body. All right. For the perfecting of the saints.
Right. Perfecting of the saints.
That's right.
Now the saints consist of who? All of the elect. That makes up what? The body of Hamashiach and Yahweh Shai being the head. So we're all one living spiritual organism. All right. Mm-hmm. One needs the other. The eyes need to let the hands know where to go so I could pick up this body. Right. Things like that. We are operating within this one operation, man. And it's like a well-oiled clock.
And there's dynamics to it too. You're not just here to do one thing. We got a conglomerate, a bundle of things to do, man. Ain't just going on the line Saturday and just do some other shit. No, we got a lot to do. Like your eyes, the brother. I'm gonna use that same example. Yes, you look and see which direction is it. I see the bottles over there. I see that, but also I see the depth. I see how far or how near it is. I see the color of it.
How much I got to put into it to reach it, how much energy is needed. to fingers, those different elements themselves. How much grip I got to do into it.
How it bends. One finger does a lot, man. It touches, it feels it. All right, you know how tight you got to grip it. It bends. You know
what's raw about that? Like we was getting to the body, it'd be a domino effect and goes big with order. If you forget one small step, say, okay, I forgot to use my pinky to grab the bottom of the bottle. I dropped the bottle. That one slight little move or you not following order fucks up a lot of shit. So that's why we must be there to exhort each other, correct each other. It's checks and balances, man.
Hey, that's another part of the body. Hey, I'm gonna get Ecclesiastes real quick. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna just want to pull up so we don't forget, Lord willing. All right. So Ecclesiastes 4, 9. All right, I'm gonna get back to this Ephesians. Let me mute my phone so I can. This is back in Ephesians 4. And let's click it. Come on, man. All right, this is Ephesians 4, and I'm gonna start 11 over. And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach. So that's what he called us for, man, we're perfecting one another, man. Which means for perfect means to mature. We're building each other up so we can walk in the spirit individually. So we all work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. And part of the working out your salvation, the brother broke it down beautifully. I never thought about it like that. A part of the working out your own salvation is actually being able to teach and build up other men with this word and admonition of the Lord. Like it says in the scriptures, it says, fathers, bring up your children in admonition of the Lord, man. Being able to let them know, look, you did this, is how you should be, just the word, this is what this say, and bringing out the wisdom of the scriptures, man. Till we all come in the unity of the faith. And you can grab that Timothy. You finding one family? Just find it first.
No. I got them all in my history.
Okay. Till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, the Son of Yahweh, unto a perfect man, like the brother said, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Hamashiach. So we all growing into the full way. We all come together and make the body of Yahweh but the full stature of it, man. So y'all got to reach our full potential. And it's wisdom and it's truth. Look, that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive, but speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which the head, even Hamashiach. All right, so we're to grow in this wisdom, man. All right, did you read that Ezekiel 3?
Oh, I got that for
you. Go ahead,
too.
Yeah, because I hit that first. This is like 1 through 4, because it's a point to eating this roll. In fact, start at chapter 2, the last 3 verses, then read it into 3. The first 4 verses.
This is This is Ezekiel 2, starting in verse 9. And when I looked, behold, a hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without. And there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe. Ezekiel 3:1. However, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat the roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat. You got to digest it, man. All right? It says, and fill thy bowels with this roll which I gave thee. Then did I eat, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee into the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. You want me to read verse 5?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5, it says, for thou art...
Oh, no, Slack. That was the brother had asked the question. Read 1 through 4 for me over. I'm gonna this question out.
Ezekiel 3:1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat what thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak into the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat the roll.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's firstly, we got to eat this roll. We got to get into this. All right, study to show thyself approved. Hey, how are we going to show ourselves approved? Damn, the Lord cold, man. Hey, when you stack them up, the Spirit already stacked it up. You were talking about earlier.
Go
ahead.
And you desire it. to open up your mouth to eat the roll is just like looking at a piece of food. Man, I desire that food. Let me eat. Right? Let me digest it. Let it get in my bowels. Let it be broken down and be dispersed through my body, so I know how to use it.
Get understanding.
Yeah.
You know, with all that getting, get understanding.
So
then you can be, like I said, read that last verse over.
It says, Ezekiel 3:1, moreover, he said to me, son of man, eat what thou findest, eat this roll, and go and speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, son of man, go, get thee into the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them.
That's right. So when you get this word, you got to go teach it, man. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Study to show thyself approved, man. Sirach 41:16. Therefore be shamefaced corn slacky. No. Sirach 42:8. Be not ashamed to inform the unwise and foolish, and the extreme age that contendeth with those that are young. So don't be ashamed to, to give some wisdom to the unwise, to the foolish, man. That's our job. And that's a spiritual, you got to fight at times, but you really get over like, look, this is just what it is. To help these people. All right, you still use wisdom because don't cast your pearls to swine, because if the spirit is on you to do it, you follow the spirit. The spirit on you to do it, don't do it, man. Don't force the course. Same for everybody, man. You can subtly push it out there, if it's on your spirit to bring it out. And if they catch the bait, they catch the bait, But then it says what? Let me read the whole verse over. Sirach 42:8. Be not ashamed to inform the unwise and foolish, and the extreme age that contended with those that are young. Thus shalt thou be truly learned and approved of all men living. So this is how you show you're truly learned, man. You get this word in you. You study to show yourself approved. And how do you show that approval? By being able to, teach others, to inform others of this thing, man. And there's levels to it, man. And then the Lord ain't going, the Lord ain't necessarily measuring about how much wisdom, Because, say, some brothers got a bigger portion than others, so ain't no looking down on the brother or, looking down on yourself. But ultimately, like it says in Proverbs 2, cry out for the wisdom. It says, James says, he that lacketh wisdom, pray to the Lord.
Pray.
If you want it, yeah, that's the point. Desire it. Ain't nobody got it without praying, man. Nobody, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I ended with 4.
Perfect. Yeah, that was on there.
Into 2 Timothy. This is 2 Timothy 2, starting with verse. Actually, I'm just starting with 1. Thou, therefore, my son, be strong in grace that is in Mashiach Yahushua, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses. Damn. It says, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, all right, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also, which is the point. Right? When we break bread, when we edify, when we water, when one planteth, right, it's all for the embetterment of that brother so he could go out and teach other brothers, all right? So he could give out his cup of water to others, all right? We follow that example, and we see it in our elders teach it to us, and we pass it forward, all right? That's a whole point of building blocks or exhorting brothers, building them up, man. Making them stronger, right? So they know how to deal with certain things and deal with certain demons or certain situations, or they know how to break down certain things in the Bible when somebody on the other side of the line may come up and ask them a question, okay? And the Lord is going to, like the brother said, you don't get it by yourself. You got to pray. So guess what? The Lord is going to give you that increase. No matter what we do as men of the Lord, as far as going out there to preach and teach and will and deal, it's between first and foremost, Yahweh to increase you, but you got to show that desire, all right? It says, when you have that leisure time, find that wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Get that wisdom, man. I deal and battle with that shit every day. I'm like, I'm not doing. I was sitting at work. I'm done. I was done with work at 8 o'clock. I'm like, man, I ain't doing shit. I could be doing something productive. I hit the brother up, which this was already in the plans, but I said, fuck it, we'll come earlier. Now, now we probably got like 3 sit downs, just to go into for the brotherhood, just to do something towards the brotherhood. That's what it's about. Building each other up, man. Making the whole body perfect and better, man. Because we're all trying to get to one goal, man. And it starts this way, man. I'm just read 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. That's the whole point of building brothers up. So they get tough. They can get hard, right? That they can have that shield of faith to defeat the darts of Satan, man. Okay? Making us tougher and stronger in the spirit. So we could go and teach younger brothers how to do it. The same as our elders taught us.
Hey, this is man. This is Sirach 24 and 34. Like I said, you may be able to teach others also. Sirach 24 and 34. Yeah, behold that I have behold that I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom. All right, so we're not doing this for ourselves, man. This is a heavy thing. You know, we got to really grab sense of the gravity of what we into, man. We doing this for a whole nation. Doing this for ourselves. Hey, we doing it to save ourselves. Well, not save ourselves, but like it says in the scripture, save thyself, you know. Meaning, hey, win Yahushua, like Paul called it. Because Yahushua's the one doing it, but we gotta, it said we're saved by faith and works. So to put the clarity out there, we ain't doing nothing on our own. Even the fact that we got this truth because of Yahushua. But we gotta put work in, man. Is what I'm saying. You know, through the spirit. That's what scripture say, shit. But you gotta make it clear. See, there you go. You gotta make it clear. We don't want to put stumbling blocks in front of no brothers, man. Hey, damn, it's the spirit. In the book of Isaiah, we're called to remove the stumbling blocks. You know, we go. It said, cast up the way, remove the stones, man. We moving the rocks out the way. So, all right, so hey, just like our apostle made us, we can walk plainly. We doing the same thing. We learned this through the Holy Spirit, through men. All right, so we do the same thing. We're not doing this for ourselves. And they didn't just keep this knowledge for themselves.
And Paul said he endured all things for the elect's sake. He became all things for all men.
That's right.
All right. It's all about not only embettering yourself, because when you do embetter yourself, guess what? You embetter the body. Because the better you means what? You're teaching brothers how to better themselves. So in a grand totality of things, the body is better. You know?
And that's another thing, man. As younger men, hey, we're here to be a help to the men above us. You know, the Lord said, "What? Pray to the Lord of harvest for more laborers." Okay, so we got to take this thing seriously, man. This is Psalms 127, and not just seriously, man. We got to take it more seriously, man. And each day, take it more seriously. Because each day, you realize how heavy this is in the spirit, man. This is a new, heavier angle, even for me to think about. Even, you know, through the spirit understood, we're not doing this for ourselves, but just the magnitude of it. It really increases, man. It's going to increase more and more, man. We're fighting to be gods, for real. Gods, the judges. Like, what the fuck? This is real. This is Psalm 127 and 3. Lo, children are a heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them, and the quiver is what you hold your arrows in, man. You know, you rip them out. Green arrow they is, man, right? So it says the children spiritually. And Paul said he begot Timothy as his son. So he's talking about spiritual children too, man. It's, you know, happy is the man that had his quiver full of them. They should not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate. So that's another thing, man. We are here to stand up for our people, man. To condemn the wicked, man. All right, and be a weapon in the hand of our elders, man. So they ain't got to bear this load alone.
God. I got one for you. This is Romans 12 and 5. So we being many are one body in Mashiach, and every one member one of another. Having then gifts differing according to the grace that was given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith, or ministry, let us wait on our ministering, which is, serving or service. It says, or he that teacheth on teaching, or he that exhorteth on exhorting. And guess what? All these are really one and the same, man. It's just different levels to it. And he that giveth, let him do it in simplicity. He that ruleth with diligence, and he that showeth mercy with cheerfulness. All right? Let the love be without dissimulation, abhor that which is evil, and cleave unto that which is good. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, honoring and preferring one another, not slothful in business. So like the brother said, doing this work.
And that word prefer means to lead.
Yeah, kind.
It means to show the way, yep. To go, actually to go before. So we're going before him, showing him the way, picking up those stones.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what? That step right there's a tricky step. You watch over that one. Like, yeah,
Come on, hey,
know that.
Because it says the elders are watching over our souls, man. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me grab this real quick.
First Timothy.
Yeah, continuing things which you have learned.
Oh no, it's like that's not one.
Because it says basically you should be able to save them.
Oh yeah, I got that. I got that one. I got
it.
The one you want, I got.
Kind. Well, we're bringing out when it's due.
I'll read
okay, go ahead.
No, what do you want me to do?
I'm gonna finish. Oh, yeah, no, the Romans is done. Yeah, read.
This is spirit. It is 1 Timothy 4, and I'm gonna start at 11. These things command and teach. All right. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation.
Hey, because guess what? Hey, us older brothers, they learn from younger brothers. Hey, the elders say it all the time, how much they learn from Elder Malcolm. And he's way younger in the spirit than them. All right. So it's really give and take. We're literally one body of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. No matter what level we on, we're a help one to another, man. All right. And that one little thing is needed amongst the brotherhood in the body, man. We need one another. Spiritually, physically, financially, we need one another to help the circulation of the spirit, man.
Let no man despise thy youth. Be thou an example of the believers in word. So you got to be taught in it to speak these wise words, in conversation, having that conduct, in charity, having that fervent love. And what's charity, man? I mean, that love feast. What's charity, man? All right, doing his work. It said the Lord is not forgetful not unrighteous to forget your labor of love. His work is that charity, his love. And spirit, walking in the spirit, you got to get experienced in that, man. So you got to be around, dealing, getting the breakdowns, being around the brethren, watching them, learning. All right? Because you get into this, you get increasing the spirit through experience, man. And faith, like it says in Hebrews 5, and starting at 12. In faith, all right, showing that you believe this, I believe through faith and purity. All right, being separate. All right, keeping yourself pure, not being worldly. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. So you got it. Go ahead.
No, because when you read those three things, it says give yourself wholly to reading. What else?
Give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine.
Now that's part of studying to show yourself approved. But you're doing all those things so you could go out and teach other brothers.
That's exhortation.
Kind.
And in fact, let me look up this word attendance. I'm gonna get it in there. I gotta pull up another Bible app. I'm looking up that word attendance. I never looked it up. Let's see.
Because if we're getting better and the Lord is increasing us with this knowledge, where do we send this knowledge? We just don't keep it for ourselves. We dish it back out. We give it to the brotherhood. All right.
This Strong's numbers G4337. Proseko. To bring near, to turn the mind to, attend, to be attentive to a person or thing of caring for providing for. So you got to care for and provide for it. Oh, to attend to oneself, an example, to give heed to oneself, give attention to, take heed. So to apply oneself to, so apply yourself to reading, to exhortation, to the doctrine. All right. So being in your own studies, all right, getting the exhortation, getting built up, taking the rebukes, taking the correction, learning from other men's mistakes, learning from other men's examples, all right, and taking the doctrine, increasing in the wisdom, the breakdowns, the understanding, all right, to be given or addicted to. So you got to, you got to be addicted to doing this thing, man, to read, exhortation, to doctrine. Got to be doing these three things, and there's a balance to it. Point is being in the spirit, getting built up in the spirit, getting built up in the wisdom, getting built up in the faith. Hey, the name of the game is walking in the spirit. All right? Testing yourself in the spirit, proving yourself, trying yourself, prove your own works. You see something, you're always trying to thinking, how does this relate back to the scriptures? All right, what scripture goes with this? What's, just have a little, everybody got their own inner workings, just giving examples what's in my head. So, everybody got their own inner workings, the Lord knows. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery, and word presbytery in order the elders. So don't neglect the gift of what? The Holy Spirit. All right, yes, we got the Holy Spirit from Yahweh Shai through men upon earth. That's in Galatians. We got it from the hearing of faith. Okay? Meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly to them, WHOLLY, so completely. All right? Meditate means to think upon. We used to think about this all the time. That thy profiting may appear to all. How's it going to appear? The trial of man is in his reasoning. So the things you say, how you react, how you do things, all right, making wise decisions, all right, that's how it appears, man. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. So making sure you're not living contrary to this thing, man. You're living accordingly. You walk in the spirit in your day-to-day life, and unto the doctrine, making sure the things that we teach are on point. Continue in them. Continue in them. You was right. Salakia. I thought you was putting two together, but this is it right here. Take heed unto thyself and to the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
So you doing those things, not only is it for your own salvation, but also the men that hear you, man. And the men that you're going out there and teach. All right? Hey, through the spirit, we reach a lot more people than we actually think, man. And really, this is only for the elect. That's really what it's really all about. Reaching them, making them better. All right? Paul said, He endured all things for the elect's sake, not these 2/3 niggas. We don't go out there for 2/3. We don't suffer for 2/3. And we suffer for the elect. Even if we come over a topic where we're like, okay, hey, let's dig deep into this so we can actually break it down right to give it to the younger brothers.
Right.
That's called labor of love, to make sure it's on point and they're on point. Because that's the last thing you want to do is send a brother out here half motherfucking naked, man. Because guess what? That's your fault. You're supposed to be guiding and leading that lamb. Hey, we're shepherds too. We're not the chief shepherd, but we're shepherds, man. So we're responsible just as well, man. So, hey, it's very scary when you get into this thing. You have to lead, man. You have souls and lives in your hand, man.
Right. That's part of the tenets of exhortation. For us getting exhorted, but also exhorting. So you got to let brothers know sometimes. Do videos like this. Let brothers know you got to get on the level. Not necessarily a curse out, man. Not even necessarily even a rebuke. Just look, we always can do better, man. Hey, let it. It's just what it is. We got to increase. All right. So with that, call halal yumla, salaki, which call halal yumla means all praises too. I just said in the beginning. So hey, just so you know, call all halal, praise, yum at the end. Have a word makes it plural. So halal yum, praises. La too. All right. Hey, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the Son. Ba'asham is in the name. Racha Kodash means Holy Spirit. Literally, the Spirit Holy. Racha, Spirit, Kodash Holy. So call halal yumla. Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Racha Kodash. Hey, because Paul said, do I pray? And we're talking about the tongues, but I have the understanding. I'm going to do both. So that's the example that I set before me, and Lord willing, I try to do the same. Hopefully we elect, man. The name of the game is stay in the spirit, and the spirit is the word. And it's beautiful, man. It's battles and stuff, but it's beautiful, brethren, man. Look, we almost out of here, so all we got to do is fight. No bonus to the apostles, and salutation brothers doing this thing in sincerity, truth, and with charity. Shalom.
Shalom. Ball.